I asked my boyfriend why he kept cheating on me, and his answer shattered my heart in a way I never expected. My name is Sarah, I'm 30 years old, and my ex-boyfriend, who is 32, and I were together for more than 3 years. For a long time, I really thought he was the love of my life. He was charming, funny, and knew exactly how to make me feel special. We spent nearly every moment together, and I thought I had finally found someone I could trust completely. But after about a year of dating, everything changed in a way I never saw coming. One day, out of nowhere, I found out that he was cheating on me. I can't describe the pain I felt at that moment. It felt like my whole world was crumbling, and I couldn't understand why he would do something like that. I was devastated. But deep down, I believed in giving people a second chance. I thought maybe he made a mistake, and I wanted to believe that he could change. I wanted to give our relationship another try because I still loved him. And I thought he could feel the same if I just forgave him. But looking back now, that was the decision that started the long, painful spiral of our relationship. After I forgave him that first time, it seemed like he just kept pushing the boundaries further. Over the next 2 years, I would find out again and again that he was seeing other people. Each time, I discovered he was cheating with someone new. Different people, different situations. The same heartbreak over and over. It was like I was living in a nightmare I couldn't wake up from. Every time I confronted him, he never denied it. He was always honest with me, admitting what he had done without much guilt. For some reason, that honesty made me feel like it wasn't as bad. In my mind, I kept telling myself that maybe because he wasn't lying to me, he actually did care in some twisted way. I convinced myself that his honesty was a sign that he still respected me, even if he kept betraying me. So I would forgive him, time after time, hoping that this would be the last time, but it never was. Over those 2 years, I became a shell of the person I once was. I couldn't recognize myself anymore. I was always anxious, wondering if he was seeing someone else or if I would find more messages. I was constantly on edge, afraid of the next time I'd catch him. I wanted to believe he would change, but deep down, I was losing hope. It was exhausting, and I felt like I was holding on to nothing. Then, 2 days ago, I finally reached my breaking point. I was sitting in the bedroom while he watched TV in the living room. His phone was charging on the nightstand next to our bed, and something inside me told me to look at it. I knew what I might find, but I also felt like I couldn't stop myself. So I picked up his phone, opened it, and saw that he had created a new dating profile. I also saw messages where he was sexting other women. The familiar wave of sadness washed over me, but this time it was mixed with a deeper sense of defeat. I had been through this so many times, and it was like all the energy I had left just disappeared in that moment. I sat there, staring at the screen, feeling completely broken. I couldn't understand why he kept doing this to me. Why was he hurting me over and over? What did I do wrong to deserve this kind of treatment? I walked out of the bedroom with tears streaming down my face. He looked up from the TV, completely unfazed, as if this was just another regular conversation. I couldn't hold back anymore. I was crying, my voice shaking as I asked, "Why do you keep doing this to me? Don't you love me? I do everything for you. I cook, clean, stay faithful, and support you in every way I can. What more could I possibly do? Please, just tell me why." He looked at me with this calm, emotionless expression that I'll never forget. Then, with zero feeling in his voice, he said, "Because I know you won't do anything about it." At that moment, something inside me broke in a way I can't describe. It was like I was finally seeing the truth for the first time. He was right. All this time, I had been allowing him to walk all over me, giving him chance after chance because I was too afraid to let go. He didn't even need to lie to me or hide anything because he knew I would always forgive him. He knew I would never leave. That one sentence, as cruel as it was, opened my eyes. I realized that I had been sacrificing my self-respect, my happiness, and my dignity, all for someone who never truly cared about me. I had been giving my heart to someone who saw me as nothing more than a doormat. It hurt, but for the first time, I understood that I deserved so much more than this. Now, here I am, sitting alone in my parents' house, trying to pick up the pieces of my life. I feel like the biggest fool, wondering how I let myself get so lost in a relationship that gave me nothing but pain. But I also feel a strange sense of clarity. I finally see the truth. And even though it hurts, I know I need to face it. This has been the hardest, most painful lesson I've ever learned. I don't know what the future holds for me, but I'm trying to believe that I'll find the strength to move on. I deserve to be with someone who respects me, who values me, and who treats me with the love and care I deserve. It's going to take time, but I know now that I can't keep settling for anything less.